recording it, and your sharing will also help others. Your sharing is also a kind of participation. So the more clear you are speaking, it will help others to understand what has happened in the activity. Then your commitment to teach to students. You can include in your takeaway learning from activities, assignment, some practical example, or you want to share some concept that this concept affected me a lot, anything. But speak elaborately, not with adjectives. Then your commitment to teach UHV to students. So you can also say whether you want to teach this subject or not. This will also be your participation. The teaching subject will help students and will help you also. So both sides growth will happen when you teach this subject. Everything is available to us. UHV 2 third edition book is available. We will share link in the group. We have PPTs. We have soft copy of book. In our college, we have question bank. We have question papers, solution, unit by unit. Everything we have. Whatever you want from us, you just message. We will send you. So we are ready to help you by any way. So with this, and you take 3 to 5 minutes because we have 60 participants. So 3 to 5 minutes, you try to complete your sharing. So thank you very much. After tea break, we will assemble you.
Last 7 days we were exploring with our resource person. So it's a time to hear from each and every one of us. So let us start this self-evaluation session. So I would like to welcome our Meru ma'am. She will be calling one by one and she will be giving the opportunity to say. Meru ma'am, over to you.
Evaluation. The first thing we all need to be mindful is of the time, because we are all 60 members here and we hardly have around 5 hours. So if we can make it brief for 3 to 5 minutes for each participant, then we have a chance for everybody of us to speak. So start with brief introduction, 3 key takeaways and your commitments. So I will just call up the first Kamala Nandini ma'am, Shri Kumar sir and Pritika. So first we will start with Kamala Nandini.
I am Kamala Nandini. I am from Department of Civil Engineering, and more than a decade I am related to SRM family. So this is my brief introduction. And regarding key takeaways, I just wanted to share some incidents which are happening in my life, right from my childhood. I don't know what my parents taught me, and I don't remember from where I started. Whenever I go to a temple or whenever I start praying in front of God, in my home also, I used to say, I want to be happy, I want to make others happy, let everything good happen to everybody. So this is what is my saying right from my childhood. I don't know who taught me this, or I personally insisted this to myself, I don't know. So till now, I'll be praying like this only, whenever I'm having me time. So the next thing is, one thing I learned from my college senior, we were traveling in bus throughout the journey of my entire college life. I traveled with her. So whenever there is a sound of ambulance or whenever an ambulance is crossing by, she used to close her eyes and she used to wish for speedy recovery of the person who is inside the ambulance. So I thought it as a very good habit because she is more concerned about some person which she doesn't know. So even I started to have that feeling inside me, and whenever there is a sound of ambulance or when I see an ambulance going, I used to pray for that person also who is inside that ambulance, who is fighting for his or her life. And one more incident, because the time is very short, I will cut short everything. Today morning it happened when me and my husband were about to start the college. Both are working in the same department here only. So when we started to college, we have 4 houses in our apartment. So we used to live in the first floor. So when we came down, he took the bike and I opened the gate. So So there was one scooty which was right in front of the gate, so that our scooty was not able to come out. So the thought which I would have had before UHV is that who is this stupid person who has kept a scooty in front of the gate, because in many houses they would have given a board like please don't park vehicles in front of the gate. So we don't have such words in the gate. So before UHV I would have shouted at that person, I would have called, who's that, please come and take your bike. But today I didn't do anything, I just saw it. My husband also said, who has parked the vehicle? So I don't wait, let me move the vehicle so that you can take our vehicle out. So I moved the vehicle, he came out, and after he came out, I again moved the vehicle to that position, and then I closed the gate and came out. So this is what I think is my key takeaway after coming into UHV. I started my journey in the year 2021, UHV 1 and 2, I along with my friends have done it in online mode. So UHV 2 we have done 3 times. So everything is in online. First 2 times we were very playful, so we didn't even concentrate, so we failed for 2 times. And third time we just sat, we just listened to what the co-explorers were telling, and we ourselves co-explored for all the 5 to 6 days in online. So the third time we have cleared, and then we thought, okay, let us continue this journey till UHV 8. So then we started to come for UHV 3 also for 8 days. First we were like, how we are going to manage for 8 days. Then I told that, okay, there are no classes, so let us have a try. So we can try for 2 or 3 days, and then it will obviously be a practice for us to sit and listen. So like that only we started with UHV 3. So then after the 8th day, we felt that rather than going online, let us come in person and sit and explore. So that made us to come to UHV 4 also. And in UHV 4, my friends also told that we have to alter the classes, how we are going to do that, or for compensation what we will be doing. For alternate we need to search for faculties also. So we didn't concerned about we are going to sit for 8 days. So the only thing which we have understood is that this is a journey, this is the process of learning. So let us all learn. Don't get concerned about compensation or alteration of classes. We'll take care of it later. So we just mailed our HOD, and then we came. For the past 8 days, we were just exploring and exploring. So I think these are the key takeaways from the FDP. And also that through assignments, we were more involved into the families. So I'm having one kid, and whenever I go home, he used to come and talk to me. So I will have some time with him, and then I will go back to my works, regular works. So now I'm understanding that I should sit down, I should listen to him also, I should express my feelings towards him, and I should understand his feelings also. So since I'm having only one kid, many will tell single child, he'll be very adamant, he'll be creating chaos in the home, he'll be pestering you for buying everything whichever he's wanted. He's not like that, and I could understand that he's more like me, and he's into the process of understanding the people around him. So I think we should learn many things from kids. Since we are grown up, we are not following many things, we are restricting our selves to express to other persons. So but kids won't be like that. Whatever they are thinking, they'll be telling it. So we should be like that, and we should express our feelings to everybody. So these are my key takeaways. And the third one, commitment towards teaching UHV. I have taken one session, last year I have taken, and it was really a nice journey of co-exploration along with young minds, because they had different ideas and they expressed their feelings towards me. Starting of the class, people were very talkative, they didn't listen. So what I made is, as Gopal Bhaiya has taught us for the past 2 days to meditate, it is a kind of meditation, is like talking to yourself. So I made the student for 5 to 10 minutes in the class, even if it is 1 hour class or 2 hour class, I'll be asking them to close their eyes and sit. Even closing their eyes they won't do. But for the past 1 month, I hope, I have done the same practice. Whenever I go, they used to close their eyes and sit. So at the end of 1 month, all the persons were closing their eyes, and even if they are not observing themselves, they will just close their eyes and sit. So I'll be talking to them as Gopal Bhaiya has done to us. Observe yourself, feel whatever you have done, grateful today, whatever mistakes you have done, identify how you can rectify it. So all those things I used to talk, I used to walk around the class, and I used to say to the students. to my surprise, many students told that, ma'am, your class is very happy. We feel that UHV class is a happy class. And other faculty started to scold me, what you are teaching in the class, people are asking for your class only. Even if I alter some other faculty when I am not able to go to the class, they used to say, ma'am, why did you alter? Why can't you come? Because your class is only the happy class. Let us have all the 8 hours per day as UHV class. So, they really enjoyed the session and they were also into the process of learning and inculcating the human values along with their fellows. So this is what, and I also want to have only the UHV classes. I was talking to Supraja ma'am and telling that let us have some separate department for UHV and recruit all of us so that we'll move on to UHV department and we'll co-explore with all the other people also. So I just wanted to make myself get involved in the learning process. And I feel happy to be like this. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. That was a really nice sharing. Next, we have Sri Kumar, sir. So, just a small reminder, when we share our takeaways, it is requested to share our takeaways, particularly from this FTP UHV4. Okay? And we'll be having a timer. So, at the end of 3 or 5 minutes, there will be a break. So kindly be mindful of the time.
Thank you. See, this myself, Sri Kumar from CTech department. So I have been involved in this UHV for the last 2 years. I think I have started UHV1. Basically, from the childhood itself, I have an belief in, I have a love in Vivekananda. I don't know how it has developed because I have kept it in my table. My role model is Vivekananda. I don't know much about Vivekananda. Just by seeing his face, I have kept it still, that picture is with me. So after coming to UHV, I found this as a very, very essential thing for today's life because we have so many pressures and all those things. So from this workshop, UHV4, practically 3 things I can say. So many things are there. First one is, see, this is concerned with human society, how we can refine our society in a larger world. So first, as an individual level, what we can do is that communication with feelings of relationship. So that Sir has given some role play through which we have identified there is a value in that communication. So that one takeaway from as an individual level. So I want to do the same thing with my family as well as the society as an individual level. Feelings of relationship. Through that we have to communicate. And the second one is, see, as a family level, Sir has given some assignments. So most of us have discussed with your family. They have given some key points. You have come to understood the real feelings of your wife or your husband through this practice. What Sir has given assignment. Till now you are not aware of that feelings. So that as a family level you can adopt that, the discussions and observing the other, not judge. That is the second thing. And the third thing is as a society, so to develop these qualities. We are now learning UHV, so many things we are learning, so many steps from individual to society, but we should know. Now I am taking UHV class this semester. Initially I have not given the interest to take the UHV class, but suddenly from the department it came whether you are going to take, if you want to take you can take, then they said you take it like that. Then I took it. But now I feel that's an opportunity given towards me, that's good. So I want to really, I have the commitment to dedicate myself in this subject along with the other technical subjects, because it will refine myself as well as the society through the teaching to the students as well as the other parties. So as told today, we can take the UHV in our village, in our premises, wherever we need, wherever people are interested, we can transform this knowledge. So that is at the society level. That is the third takeaway. And as I said regarding the third one, I already have made up my mind to dedicate and transform whatever I have learned to the students through this UHV class. For that, I have already asked some help from Gopal Bhaiya. So he has told me to give some thoughts on that. Thank you.
Ritika.
Good morning all. So my name is Pratiha. I am from physiotherapy department. So my key three takeaways. One is at my individual level, what I have perceived from this UHV that I can apply, I may understand, I may develop myself and I will practice. At the level of family, if I see, it was easy for me to convert my learnings to them for right understanding. Till the feelings level, I was able to make my family members to understand. When it comes to justice, practice, right utilization, protection and all these aspects, they had a different views. Or as I wrote in my assignment, their decision making or their right understanding based on their own desires and also based on their own beliefs. So when I have to correct those, if it is being wrong or if it is being right, if I am making them to explore, it is easy for me. It is like 80% I can achieve the right understanding, remaining 20% I can make them to explore to get the right understanding. It is easy to achieve at the family level. When we take it up at the society level, there are many families. Each family is different from others. So we don't know what are the things that they are facing at their family level, what society is giving stress to them or what stress they are giving to the society, we don't know. Whether they are exploring at the family level, as Bhaiya said, family is the foundational unit for the society where we need to work on. Though we are working on, my third key point is like, though we are working on at the family level, finally we are getting into the society where some system has to be followed. So when I was having a conversation in my family, the question that I got was, you people are saying that, again I reminded this, why me, what we wrote in our group activity. They said, why you are insisting that family has to look to the society and have to have the right understanding. You say that it will take still more generations to bring about this change. Why it not be bi-directional? Show me the indicators how the society is also working towards the individual or the family. Show that progression also to us so that we'll justify that, okay, though the society is causing some stress or in spite of me causing some stress to the society, they are also working towards the well-being of the individual and the family. When it is being bi-directional, it will not take generations, it will be still more easier to attain this human society. So this is my final takeaway, maybe I will explore in that aspect also. Thank you.
Next we have Hema Malini ma'am, followed by Karnagaran sir, and Malati ma'am.
Good morning everyone. So this is Hema Mali from Department of Networking and Communication. So regarding my three key takeaways, one, I would say the eightfold path of Buddha. So that is the right view, right resolve, speech, action, livelihood, mindset, effort and mindfulness. So out of this, definitely within my lifespan, I don't know how much I would follow this, but I have a proposal of at least I have to invite at least few, maybe 2 or 3, so that like we can live with the right understanding and we can extend this to the society level through family. So because like when we imbibe this or practice this in the family only, next level I can move on. Because I have problem at understanding, I mean, I do really have problem because I always doubt the intention of my kids. That happens at least 80%. Whenever I go from my job to my home, I always go with maybe I would be normal. But when I enter inside my house, what happens is that the way they have messed up at the home, I started to shout. I usually don't respond to them. So like my younger one will stop outside my home and he tries to say something which is going to happen, which has happened during the school hours. But what I do is that I will start saying that just now I'm back from the college, give me some space and then I will discuss with you. So now I really understand, like I have made a mistake, like I would have paused some time, I would have given some time for that. So that is one key takeaway, so that I can imbibe with my family. And then the second one is with respect to harmony in family justice, about the justice. And I learned that everybody's intention is pure. That is, we do have a right intention irrespective of the behavior. So doubting on the intention is actually a major reason for the problem in relationship. So that is what I actually do with my husband also. So I learned that not to start with expectation, rather to start with a trust. So this is the second key takeaway. And also like as Baya stated, that if there is a problem in behavior, it could be solved at the level of thought. And in case, so we have to identify that whether it's a problem in behavior or thought. And in case it is going to be a problem at thought, then we have to solve with the level of feelings. And in case if the problem is in the level of feeling, we can solve at the sanskar. So sanskar is the main problem. So I think that I have to develop my sanskar still better. And also like in case if I have problem at the sanskar, so the final thing is I should have right understanding. So I have I have analyzed myself that right understanding is the basic. And the final thing I can say is that Harsh Satya Bhaiya, who actually he narrated very beautifully about that Jajmani system. So the Jajmani system was really good, like it was interesting me. It was very interested, and it was like the Pandamattu Murai of Tamil, right? So barter system, yes. So barter system, obviously. So I was able to imagine over there. So how it would have happened, and this is the reason, like basically everything was fine, basically everything was according to the right understanding, but then when we moved on, the society became divided. So that is the problem for everything. So we have to undivide it again. And my commitment already, like when the UHV started here, I was taking for the first year students induction program, and I am teaching this UHV2. And Baya knows that we are from the core team member, so I'm doing great, still I'll be doing better. Thank you.
Big takeaways, very nice. And
so I am Karnavan. I
would request everyone to give specific takeaways, and you are focusing on yourself rather than focusing on me like that. That's good. And just one thing to look into, this barter system is not exchanging goods for goods. What Harsh was explaining was distribution, not exchange. It is distribution. Okay. Please go ahead.
So I am Karnavan. I belong to Department of Physics in Ramapuram. So before I come to this UHV, okay, first we know that the universal human values. Okay, when I saw that word, I thought that already we have human values. Why we need a universal human values? So this is the first doubt in my mind. Okay. So after that, okay, I'll attended UHV1, UHV2. Okay, from that, okay, I'm not able to get more things, but in the UHV3, the past 7 days, I observed so many things and I learned so many things. Okay, so I think this is we have a measurements, and also we have a, so if you want to do this, okay, we have to measure these kind of things. Okay, we have a positive or negative, whatever may be. From that, okay, we can achieve whether we complete or not. Okay, so these are the things I observed in the past 7 days, and also what are the things I take away from here is the feeling of relationship. Okay, in that, okay, we have 9 parameters. That is a trust, respect, affection, care, guidance, reverence, glory, gratitude, love, and also these are the things explained very good manner. And also I observe each and every one for sharing your ideas, thoughts, everything. So and also, so 8-dimensional system required to achieve human goals, that is education, health, justice, production, service, exchange, distribution, right utilization, preservation, system service. Okay, so these are the things I take away from this UHV, and in forthcoming period, okay, so I am going to explore these things in our. I am also currently taking UHV class. Okay, so this will help me to teach more than the previous. Okay, thank you.
How you can apply this, or what your takeaways for you and everybody else, in your takeaways, how you have applied this at home, or how you have applied this in your life. If you can connect it to your life, it would be nice. For example, you said about measurement. So is there any specific measurement that you are going to start?
Actually, I have a team. Okay, actually, he's very adamant. Okay, I'll wait some times to stop. Okay, but if he not stop, okay, then I'll give 2 steps. After that only, he will be silent. Okay. So now, what I understood. Okay, so I have to make things to understood. Okay, that is the thing I learned from here.
Very good morning to all. I am Malati, professor from Networking and Communication Department. So before getting into these key points, key takeaways, I thought I can share one small story. It will not take 2 minutes, more than 2 minutes. So it is actually, before taking this, actually this semester I am handling UHV2. So to start, give an introduction to the students, I thought I can start with a small story, because story means everybody will listen. So it is about a teacher and students. Teacher actually, he went to the class and he gave a white paper to all the students, and he asked them to write an essay about it. So the students were looking for the questions in the white paper. So nothing was written on that, only a small black dot was there. So a student raised up and he was asking, sir, nothing is there, the question is not there in that, only a black dot is there. So then teacher said, you have to write the essay only about it. So then he gave 10 minutes, so all the students write an essay and they submitted. So he just had a look at all the answers. Then he said, see, all the students in your class, you have written only about the black dot. None of them have shared anything about the white space which is available. That is like the life is like that only. You ignore all the love, peace, harmony, success, everything which is available in abundant in the society. You always focus only on the negative feelings or shortcomings which is there in the society. So we should avoid that. Focus only on the other things which is God has given so many things. Focus on that and try to ignore the feelings, negative feelings, which is like a black dot. So my key takeaway is, based on the role play, I thought we need to let out. We have to give the space to others' feelings, to let out their feelings, so that it will be. That is, we can make them to get relaxed, and also we can also give some solution for them. Because every day, my daughter, she is in US, and she used to give so many, she used to share many feelings,
Now after attending UHV, every day I am giving some tips to her from this whatever I have learned. So I asked, are you actually the day on the role play which Supraja was sharing, she was also sharing something like that in her office. Then I told her, you allow them to vomit everything, their feelings, so that you give space for them. Then my next takeaway is we need to frame the curriculum based on this value-based education. So we have to inculcate in every subject. The students must know what, why we study this and what is the societal needs they can bring into that. So that is to be done. Then preserving nature, and we have to inculcate the trust, then tradition, culture, compassion, social responsibility from childhood. So this is to be done. And the last point is your commission. So now I am handling, till now I was handling the different subjects, and last 2 years I was handling research methodology. This semester specifically I wanted to handle this UHV, so I have taken this. So only one class I have got, maybe next semester.
What subject do you teach?
This semester I am University Human Values 2 for second years.
Any other subject?
Usually I used to handle, I am from Computer Science Department, Computer Architecture, Research Methodology, like this I was handling. I am here in SRM for 34 years. So I thought this time I have to, even in one-to-one interaction with Dean sir, I told him that I have gone through all the subjects. So I thought this time I have to focus only on universal human values and address the students. So
Next we have Shiva sir, followed by Yamini ma'am and Deepa Lakshmi ma'am.
Very good morning. Myself, Shiva from Mathematics Department. My three key takeaways from this. One is, up to before attending the UHV, I didn't think about that family meeting. Hereafter, I will try to put that family meeting. So that is one key takeaway. The second one is, Bhaiya is explaining about that feelings and thoughts. Bhaiya writing some words, and many times he is asking about that, whether it is the feeling, whether it is the thought. So up to now I didn't understand why he is asking that, what is the difference between feeling and thoughts. Afterwards only I can understand where you do the mistake in this. That means whether your mistake in behavior, you have to be verified in your thoughts. And then when you are doing some mistake in the thoughts, that is you have to look in your feeling. Okay, like that I can understand the second one. And then third one is that always I'm looking in my family, that is whatever I can say in Tamil, Murpagal Seyyin Pirpagal Vilayum. So Murpagal Seyyin Pirpagal Vilayum is that, no, I am not saying in the negative way, always I am saying in the positive way. Because if you give that good thing to that your children, that will get bad. Because I always learned from my father, UHV1 and UHV2 also, I have shared something about my father actually. Okay, one more thing I want to share here. When I was studying in the MSc, how he is treating me. Actually, in the first year, I got that 2 arrears. In this, he says that how many I went to my father and then asking about that, Papa, I failed in the 2 subjects. Then he told me that, well, so what? You failed means it is not a problem at all. It is the next chance is that to get the good mark. In the next semester, the same subject I written and then I get the class first answers. Okay. So, and then one more thing, when I was written exam, all the exam is over, only one more exam is there. And then on the day he came to the college, and then he saw my face, and then he told me that you are look tired. Okay, please when is that your next exam? After 3 days only. Immediately you go to one movie, and then see that movie, just relax that. No need to study anything, whatever you write that, you will get the good mark. No problem at all. So this right understanding should be there. This key takeaways from my father, and then he only taught about that cooking to me actually. From 7th standard onwards, I was cooking. I love cooking. The same thing I teach to my kids, so that my kids also cooking now. So this thing is happened. That's why I told that Murpagal Sayyid Pirpagal Velim. That is, you have to see in that positive way. Okay. Then okay. So only one thing I want to with the finish. Okay. That means if you are giving to somebody, it is not necessary to be a articles or anything about that. You can give as a good word. I will end off my talk with that one Quran. இனிய உணவாக இன்னாத குரல் கனியிருப்ப காய் கவர்ந்த. Thank you so much.
Yamini.
That's a good thing that you are starting with family meeting.
Good morning, all of you. Good morning, all of you. This is Yamini from NWC department. And three key takeaways from this FDT are. I will tell you, there is one incident that happened for me. Then I will let you know the three key takeaways. Last week, after my, not last week, after my post-pregnancy, I got this problem like whenever I take bath, when the water covers up my ears, I got shivering. Like my heartbeat will rise. I don't know what kind of phobia it is and all. This kind of thing happened only after my post-pregnancy, that is second pregnancy. This I didn't say it to anybody else. Once I told this to my husband, like simply I said, like a simple statement I made it. And it has happened long before, like after 2012, this has happened, and I informed him just like that, and I left it. Even he also left it. But every time when I go for that thing, I get that shivering type of thing. And now last week we gone to Ooty and we have gone for boating. Like I never interested in going for Ooty, that is boating, because of that shivering. That I think that I fell in that. I don't know swimming also. All four of us don't know swimming. When we fell into that, who will take care of us? If I go on trusting one person who's going to row the boat, with that person only I am ready to go. But I don't go I don't want to go to that particular boating. And I said I don't want to come. If you want to go, you three go. Like that I said. What he said, again they compelled me. They booked a 4-seaters boat, and they compelled me to come. We were standing there for boating queue for more than half an hour. We were standing. And I don't know, I don't like that thing, but I'm standing it for half an hour, more than half an hour, because of the compulsions of my kids and my husband. Okay, before entering into the boat also I'm telling I don't want to come at all, please leave me, I don't want to, I'll stand here, you three of you go and come. Immediately my husband said, what you are going to do? After that is, you are going to cry after seeing our 3 photos. Oh, come, let us all 4 go and fell in that. Come, let us go, like that, he said. And we went up. During the boat also, during boating time also, I didn't feel comfortable. And once we come back, after that this happened, last week, and now I'm attending UHV4. That time, how I felt, even after attending UHV3, UHV2, UHV1, that too in physical mode, all conversations we have made in person with the resource persons, everything we know. This was the scenario that was there in the last week. When I started attending this UHV4, I started realizing things like they actually what they were trying to do is by cracking jokes, they want me to come out of that situation. Actually, that is the thing. Don't stay in that shivering mode at all the times. Come out of it like that. They are asking me to come out. If it is the case of Ali itself, I might have started shouting like. Even I showed that, like this many hours of standing and to going for a boating, which I don't want to do ever, but you are making me do, and I will shout. But now what I am realizing is, the problem is in with me, and I have to realize the things. If we go for that, if three of us are there, and they want me to come out of that problem. That is what they are thinking about, like solution centric. Why should I not change my thinking? Why should not I should not come like that, come out of it like that. I started thinking this is the one thing, that is the solution centric approach. And the second one is this is the first key takeaway I have got, and the second one I the most liked about this entire workshop is when the discussion during the family, Bhaiya was telling about like husband and wife complementing each other, as we don't do usually. Like this is the main purpose of right understanding everywhere. When we start complementing each other, then we start looking into that is standing on their shoes and looking into the issues of the other person. So this will be very nice, I think, and I started this as I accepted this as another key takeaway. And the third one is like the sanskar of the current moment will implement, that is will have its effect on the next moment sanskar, like sanskar of T+1 based on the current sanskar I am going to have. So this is not a process which is going to end. This is going to happen continuously, like the current moment. With the next moment, if it is going to happen something now, I have to go for, as again Bhaiya said, like right observation and evaluation of that particular scenario is important. Like you have to observe and you have to evaluate and you have to go with the natural acceptance whether it is okay for us. Shall I go with that? Based on that only we have to go for the next sanskar. These are the three key takeaways that I wanted to take. That is, one is solution centric approach. The second one is like husband and wife are complementing each other. Because of that we will go for regular meetings. When we have right understanding only, we will go for regular meetings, family meetings. And the third one is like sanskar of current is going to implement, that is, it adds its shades on the next sanskar based on the right observation and the evaluation. These are the three key takeaways. And the fourth one is commitment to team. Last year I handled UHV2 to the students, and twice I have taken the UHV1, that is for the first year introductory course I have taken. So now also I am taking UHV2. Thank you.
Good morning all. I will start with the gratitude. First I should say the gratitude for the resource person, Gopal sir and Abdul sir, because learning harmony and living with harmony. So that I have seen from him. And then next I say gratitude to my management as well as here the organizing team. And third one, my co-explorer. Whenever I have doubt, before me, everyone you can ask the doubt in a different perspective that make me more insight on me. I shouldn't say I have more clarity. Somewhat I have got some insight on me. So that I observe here. So this is my gratitude. Then due to this time limit, I will say only the three key points what I have take away from this UHV. How I am judging the other people. Before the UHV, immediately I will evaluate the people based on the conclusion one. We will conclude that based on the conclusion only. In the next future meeting also we will predict the same thing. So that I can avoid hereafter. First I will observe them and then I can change my evaluation, not the conclusion. So this one takeaway. And then second thing is feeling. Okay, already in UH2 also we have learned the feelings and other harmony, natural acceptance. But here the feeling. Whenever we are conversed with the other people, what feeling we have, the responsibility for the feeling I have learned. So I'm the control for my feeling. So I have to control that. I will not say that I'm control. I can aware of the feeling. So that I have learned. And then next, my takeaway is the family meeting. Due to my in Trichy, I'm far away from my campus, so daily I'm 3 hours traveling. So I don't get much time on my family time. So even with less time, hereafter I'm going to have a conversation with my son. Even sometimes my son also having the attitude of playing with the neighbor also, he wants to become a first in the small like a play level also. Even that time also I used to say, you get experience from them, don't you can win that moment. So this usually I will do. Even I will make my son to be not become a competitor, excellent. So that these are the takeaway from this. And then as currently I am going to teach UHV. Already in previous semester also I taught the UHV subject. As sir told, while teaching we can get more exploration, more insight. Somewhat after attending the UHV, the last year I have handled the UHV, I got some insights. And then this time also I am going to handle the same subject. Here we have an environment of this 8 days, so we can observe everything with in the continuity. Likewise, I am going to apply for my students also. We have only 3 hours per week, so this is not enough for the continuous exploration. So I am going to arrange for the half-day session or 1-day sessions as told during the Saturday also. That is my plan. And then next, while Jajmani, the scheme, the Satya sir told, we have assurance of the tomorrow. Definitely the people involved in the collective goal. So I have observed that even this student community level, they don't have a fear of the tomorrow because they are under the shadow of the parent. So definitely they don't have the fear on the tomorrow. This is a right place for educating the student. So that I am going to take. This is a right. This is correct for handling the higher education students. So that I am going to apply. Even the Wednesday, as per our flexible time, we have every Wednesday, we have a golden hour. That time all the students will be free. They will used to do the club activity. So I am going to select the people, those who are interested in this people. I am not going to force any student. The people interested in this process, I am going to identify the students. I am going to explore them with this role play activity in front of, in the club events. Because the peer teaching will attract the students more. How in this maturity, we are in the same community, we are connected here. Likewise, the peer teaching will apply very well. So I am going to use that also. And the next one, the case study concept. That also I am going to assign the people, students. Then only they can explore more. While instead of teaching, we can make them to explore that is very convenient. So I have more insight with this. I will conclude this. Thank you for this opportunity.
Let us know your experiments, both your experiments, the golden hour experiment
yes,
and the case study. Let us know what happens.
Usually in the golden hour,
after taking, after inform them what has happened.
yeah, that I will definitely.
Very nice, good feedback and good, I would say, your takeaway, you are actually actioning it.
Yes, I'm the HOD for cybersecurity department, so I will do that also, sir.
For cybersecurity?
Yeah, cybersecurity.
I'll connect you to somebody else.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Good morning. I am D.K. from Department of Mathematics. I am very thankful to you people for giving this opportunity to share my views regarding the UHV4. Always I used to be calm and I used to give respect to others. First takeaway from this UHV4 is when my respect or dignity gets hit, I used to get emotional feelings a lot. After that, I won't talk to that person. Okay, it is happening in my life and my relations also. So that I have to get rid of. After attending this, I have to take participation in large order, in all level. And I have to give the respectness of their feelings and others' thoughts, so that I can able to get rid of from this, I think. And then when I'm facing the difficult situation, in that case also, I'll feel very bad about myself, and I'll give self-punishment in those cases. So that I have to, I should not do it hereafter. God had to help me a lot. And then I decided, after attending this class, I decided to take at least 5 to 7 minutes of everyday class, or at least in a week. I can talk moral ethic values to the students to whom I'm taking. I'm taking for B.Tech students, so I'm planning to do that. And then regarding the commitment, I have already taken the UHV class for science students, so I'm willing to take the UHV2 classes in coming years also, and then I'm willing to take part in the committee also. Thank you. Mathematics.
This is Rebecca from Civil Department. Are you ready to listen? Good morning. This is Rebecca. I am working as an assistant professor in Civil Department since 2010. My key takeaways for this particular FDP is everyone is similar to me. That was the first one. The next one is be aware at all times. Second key takeaway. The third one, from my childhood I am reading the Bible. Am I following it with the right understanding? From Baya's lecture I have learned this, and I am going to explore this particular thing. That's it. I love to volunteer UHV programs in my community, in my apartments. Thank you.
Amita, Suchitra. Good morning all. I think I don't need an introduction now. The woman who painted. So I'm Ravina. Sir? Sorry. I'm Pravina from the Department of Biology and Speech Language Pathology, and I thought the previous person will take some time and I'll have some preparation. Some of the key points that I would like to emphasize here is my behavior is influenced by my thoughts. So it is essential for me to focus on my thoughts, and I shouldn't oppose the thoughts that I am giving. If I am opposing the thoughts, that means I am giving attention to it and I am reacting to it, and it is again going to reinforce my thoughts. And every human has the potential to achieve the human goal, and giving this as a statement, I wanted to experiment it in real life. And two situations I was thinking whether it is practically possible is, one person really is always opposing me in day-to-day life, and from my point of view, I wanted to give best to that particular person, and it has worked. Over the 3 months, whatever opposition the person has exposed over me, their thought has changed, and now the person has started supporting me. This is one change. And one more thing, within my community, there is one opposition towards our family, and even for past 2 years we are trying to explain them, and that situation is sorted out, and by expressing our feeling towards them, the person was able to understand and the solution we have achieved. So through the human values, we could trust that society is able to accept the human values, and they will follow if given time and if we express our feelings. And it is important for us to build relationship with the society. Earlier, I was focusing on individual. as an individual, I should have the right understanding. Now from this FTP, I do understand that it is time to take this points and values to the society so that it will help people to participate in a larger order. And from family to family, harmony will improve to the society. And my future options for what is my plan is, I wanted to inculcate the UHV values to my society. There is a women's group in my apartment. So through the women's group, I think that we have to focus on preserving the water consumption of water should be safe, power consumption can be done, and then most of the homes now has this dishwashers. So this consumes a lot of water and also power, and also waste management. So most Swiggy and Zomato, the parcels and covers that will get disposed in our apartments is a huge lot of wastage in our apartments. So these things can be reached through the women community, can be brought it up into each of the houses. And also for my student community, I have tried to preach to 2 of my UG and 1 of my PG classes. And after my course completion, one of the girls came and told me, "Ma'am, your UHV was really helpful for me to handle at home because she's married, she has 2 kids and she was not able to balance studies and at home. So she has come and told me that though you are not my mentor this time, I will come back to you at any time." And one of the students was continuously failing in this subject. And that student has also come and told me that UHV has helped me to overcome my arrear. He cleared almost 10 arrear in last semester. So these are the few of the achievements that we are able to see directly when we talk about UHV to the students, and should bring it up to the community is my key takeaway from this FTC. Thank you.
If a student has cleared 10 areas in one semester, I think that's a very big achievement for the student and for the teacher.
So,
how did it happen? You find out from the student, write it down, so that it will motivate other students who have these areas to take some inspiration from that.
So there were almost 38 students, and out of that 38 students, he was the only student who texted me after the exam, "Ma'am, your subject I was able to write it clear," and because of time to time we tell them their self-esteem is very low, sir, for such students. So in such instances, when we motivate them, when we try to tell them what is the real, I ask them to even write what is their goal. So this particular student wrote this to go with the flow. So I told them that shouldn't be the goal that you set. So things like that which help him to change his thought process and help him to
document this in detail and send it to us.
Yes.
When
Thank you.
will you send it? By when?
1 week.
Okay, 1 week. I'll write that down. 1 week. It's recorded on the camera also.
Hello. Good morning to all. Myself, Saravanan from CTech department. I'm working for SRM for more than 17 years. Apart from my teaching experience, I learned many things in SRM. And I want to introduce myself in a different way. Like, I'm Saravanan, Santanam, and Govindaraj, Ramanujan, and Ramadu. These are like the way in which I can remember all my family backgrounds, right? And my 3 takeaways is very easy to remember, but I have more than thousands of takeaways which I have learned from this UHV. I cannot list all the takeaways. Since I have to remember 3 takeaways, I can remember the first one, the natural acceptance which has to be accepted by everyone. So the second one is that the coexistence. Like, what is the meaning of every individual within this whole world? So, and the third one is, why do we need to have a family? So this is a question I had in the beginning. I thought that only my mother and me is a family in the beginning, and later on I understood that my wife and me is a family. And after some years, and then I accepted my kids are also my family. So my feelings are changing every day towards the family members. So here I learned the different feelings and their thoughts. These are my 3 takeaways, and other than that I have a lot of takeaways. And the third question is that, what is your commitment for student community? Usually I handle the subject for the first years and the second years. Now I am handling again second year for UHV2. So whenever I am starting this presentation in front of the student, they usually say, sir, everything is easy to understand, but there is something is missing which we could not able to understand, we cannot able to relate certain things. And I used to say some stories, and then I'll explain my own experience. I'll share my own experience with the students so they can able to understand their feelings. And after that, I learned some easy way to present in front of the students. So some experiment I have done. So can you able to see anything in this paper? I'll give this paper to my students to write their lovable person names inside this heart, and they will write their names inside the heart. And once they finish this, I'll collect the paper from them and start explaining about with this paper. I'll say, if you hurt someone, you will hurt this much. And then you will start second time, you will hurt this much. And then third time it will go. And fourth time, fifth time, finally it will go like this. And then you will start saying sorry first time. It will come like this. Second time again sorry. And it will go this third time sorry. Fourth time. After saying this, finally you said many sorries. But you look at this, previously it was,
without any wrinkle.
So this is the way, we can explain certain things. If you hurt someone, it is very easy to hurt, but it is very difficult to come to the previous stage. So this is the way. One more thing I want to experiment here. I'll ask them, can you able to understand or can you able to identify what is there in my hand? Yes, many people say it's a simple folded paper, sir, nothing in it, it's nothing, it's a very simple paper. And then I'll say, yes, correct. And now I'll show the same thing now I'll make some changes in it. Now they can able to say, this is board, this is very nice, something like this. So I'll explain like, don't judge anyone just by seeing their face, just by seeing their appearance. You have to observe and then you have to conclude. So these are many ways I identify myself to promote this type of workshop. Made me to think in a different way. Thank you for all.
Good morning to everyone present here. So I am Amada, working in Computing Technologies Department for the past 30 years, from 96 onwards. So my takeaways, 3 takeaways we have to say here. One is about self and body. So when you close your eyes, you can find the inner peace. That is what taught here. And I'm always in imagination, and I used to think in different perspectives, like a horse. And the horse walks, runs, trot or canter or it gallops. So it has different speed actually. When it walks or runs, 3 to 4 miles per hour. When it trots, it is 8 to 12 miles per hour. And when it canters, it is 12 to 15 miles per hour. And if it gallops, it is 25 to 35 miles per hour. In that way, my thinking also to be at different directions and different perspectives. But when I was unable to control all these feelings in myself, many people will be having that sort of feeling, I think. But in a cool manner, a resource person told that you have the potential. So I was surprised that I have the control, but I'm not doing that. I'm able to do that. So with that conclusion, I'm able to control myself and body. That is my first takeaway. And second takeaway is no conclusion and judgment, which Sri Kumar was also telling about that. And extending support and helping others, that we are always doing. My friends, Malati, Annapurni, everywhere, all the senior people, they always used to support everyone irrespective of their position, regardless of their position or strategy or whatever environment where they have come from. We never bother about that. We all in a timeless manner we used to support. But what UHV has given to us from the resource person's point of view is commodity exchange. We were talking about one of the sessions. So our commodity exchange is going to be love, love, love. So give love and take love, and finally oneness is going to be there. And no conclusion about anything, no judgment about anything, and we can observe till the end of our life. And if it is so, my question is, when are we going to have the conclusion? When are we going to have the judgment? That question is there in my mind again. But in the consecutive UHVs, I think the resource persons will clear that my doubt again. And this is my second takeaway. And my third takeaway is the right understanding, right feeling, and right utilization. I feel I'm not good. I'm not bad. I think I'm normal. To my knowledge of understanding, I think I am normal. I may be abnormal to others also. I am perfect in some sense, I am imperfect in some sense. Wherever I am imperfect, I can apply the right understanding and right feeling to maintain my peers, family, society, and other people and the nature. And also this can be inculcated with the habits, with the human goals, what you have mentioned in the slides. So you have mentioned only the right goals and right feelings. You purposefully have removed all the wrong feelings or the feelings which should not be available, which should not be with us, with the human being. So why shouldn't we can also eradicate or neglect all the feelings from all the words or feelings from the dictionary? That can also be done. So these words are available, that is why we are also having that. So that can also be taken away from that. So usually what we are doing is, any help is required, may I help you, or what do you want to have, in what way I can help you. Likewise, only banks are asking, all the organizations are asking. Likewise, we can also have a mentality that whenever anybody is asking about anything, all our team members, all our faculty members of CTech department and School of Computing, we used to external. I do not know about what other departments are doing. They are also doing in the same way only. We always support everyone, and because of this, UHV, we will change our perspective and we will go in deeper with all these thoughts, and then we will support our family members as well as taking SRM as a whole family, and we will support and extend our hands to everyone. So about the third point, whether you will handle UHV, I thought I can also handle this time. and the other members have taken their subject, and next time I will do.
But in your subject you can bring in that.
Thank you, madam. I'll always hear your words and follow your words.
So good morning to all of you. I'm Suchitra from Computing Technologies Department, KTR campus. And today I'm here to share the takeaways of these 7 days workshop on universal human values. To quote the title of the workshop for this 8 days, a vision for humane society, which was like very, very impactful, and I really understood the basics of like why the title was so. And at the end of the day, when the assignment was given, so I could able to imagine something towards the title, and I could able to do a picture on this. So I just wanted to share with all of you. Bhaiya has seen that, I think Bhaiya. So my expectation for the vision of human society is like it's a two-part I have made it. One part is about my family, and where we have to bring in the transformation for the sustainable futuristic generation. So where we need transformation with compassion. So that was my imagination when I start this day one. But I think today I really feel the meaning of this title. And I also got a clarity on the universal human, universal human order, which is the base for the human values. And also, the 3 takeaways which I just wanted to quote is, I really understood the basis of happiness, because the meaning of happiness were different person to person, but we can able to understand clearly what happiness is all about and how it all starts and how it can able to sustain and it can able to be prolonged. That is the base, and that I can able to really feel it. And another thing is, I just wanted to present my takeaways in terms of the levels of the human order, starting from me, which is like individual. So from me, I clearly made my mind to set a program to achieve the human values. In the sense, I started to make a program for myself, starting with number 1, meditation, everyday meditation, because that I'm not practicing before. But now I made my mind, the program in my mind to make meditation as a regular practice. So I have to follow that. And the other one is, I'm not so particular about my health before, and which is a base for it, but now I'm going to I have to plan, I have to program even for my health. So that is the second thing at my level, at individual level. And second thing for my family. So that was the real very inspiring, which I got it from the assignment which we got, the family discussion, from which I could able to understand the expectations and the feeling of the members. So I thought like everybody would love to have me time, but through the family discussion assignment I could understand me time is more important now. So I just wanted to insist we time, so we the family members, the we time is most important, and I wanted to program for that as well, the timing, the venue, and whatever the agenda for all that to be framed up. That is very important. And third thing for the society. So for the society, through the family, like through the understanding and feeling, I could able to understand, I could able to realize that we can able to definitely bring the prosperity in the family. Third one, in the society. So society, if I want to say about, like, I had my basic education from the government school only, but later I have about 24 years of experience. Through my support around me, people around me, I think I am more comfortable facing the people, facing the students, can able to answer, likewise more confidence. The fearlessness has come in me. This is because of my society. So not only the family, the people around me, my friends, my colleagues, wherever I were. I think that is what I felt really today. I'm so gratitude to those people who made me to feel that society is a fearless society. And it also motivated me to move forward further for more participation. Because I never used to keep myself participated, like even the community, they used to do more services. I used to contribute, but then I don't participate. But now I feel like I have to participate and I have to feel the real happiness of giving and joining the givingness. That's one thing. And then finally at the natural coexistence level, I feel now I have to make myself program people for the natural coexistence to how can we avoid, like before we used to hire 2-3 vehicles for one transportation. Now I think we can adjust and go travel in one vehicle so that we can, I think to some level at my end we can do something for the natural coexistence. So this is one thing. And the next thing is for all the things, so for everything, for the universal human order we talk about, I think the base is the 9 feelings. Because we know the name of those 9 feelings, but we really don't understand the meaning of those 9 feelings and how to exhibit those 9 feelings. That was my real takeaway from this. Bhaiya has really, made me to explore each of the feelings. So how to understand, how to exhibit, how to, every means like you really made me to realize, Bhaiya, that I'm so thankful to you. That's the thing. And then coming to the contribution to the students, I've already handled the introductory class for the first year students. It was about 3 days session. So where I able to meet the students. At first I was little hesitant how to handle these first year students immediately after the enrollment for the first year from different places and all. They have there was about different cultural and mindset people are there going to, and how I'm going to tell them about the university. I really had a hesitant too. But the end of the third day when we were asked to make a video on the takeaways like this, but I really felt so happy for those 3 days. Because many students say like, "Ma'am, you made me to feel like my mother." Because I felt so pleasant, I feel so comfortable with you when I was talking to you, because we come from a different state and we don't want to. Even I was happy, they have different fears and all that. So that was my thing. And now also I'm taking UHV2 Bhaiya, and I'm more confident than before with all your intakes. And finally, my reference to my 2 of you, Gopal Bhaiya and Rajul Bhaiya, because it was so good. The one thing you taught us is like listen. Listening is important, right? So we immediately react, but you made us how to react. It's not a matter of debating. It is a matter of listening. So you made us to listen. You were very patiently listening, but not reacting, and you are not confirming your statements. You say, "This is my proposal." You explore. This is my proposal. So you explore. So I think this is the way we have to handle people everywhere. Thank you so much for this opportunity.
My dear ladies and gentlemen, my dear brothers and sisters, happy morning to all of you. I hope all of you feel hungry. In a short period we can complete it. கற்றது கைமண்ணளவு, கல்லாதது உலகளவு. So I learned. My learning is less, unlearning is high. Unlearning is new things, new learning. Now I am learning new things. For the past 7 days, I am learning. So actually, my name is P. Balamurugan from Networking and Communications Department, KTR campus. How are you all today? Thank you so much for giving me this unique opportunity. Let me give you a small discussion on my self-evaluation. So based on our instructions, I have 3 takeaways. The first one, self. See, if you are strong with the self, everything we can do it. Everything that is a positive. So that is my first motive. Because why I learned, why I am focusing on self. Before 2018, I struggled so many things. There are 2 major incidents happened at in my family. Then later, I realized why openly I am living, why I am living to, what is the purpose of living to, why it is happening. I think all are facing the issues. That time I started to realize myself. I found so many things. So through nature, universe, it teaches that before expressing, before sharing something to our people, so we have to get it, we have to make practice thoroughly, then only the people can accept our thought and intention. Otherwise, if people are not ready to listen our words from our heart, we have to make practice. But if it is okay, then we have to express to our. In that way, I searched about self. So I found one guru, because so many things, then Vivekananda, Thiruvalluvar, Vallalar, so many disciples there. But I followed one guru. Through the guru, I studied about self. First, we have to strengthen ourselves. In what way? Self-talk and affirmation. That is the main thing. Self-talk and affirmation. I use it this way. Actually, first, anbin valiyadu uyirnile. So our body is naturally made up of love. So if you are not thinking like that, means simply our bones are covered by skin only. So I started to love everybody, irrespective of position, irrespective of the age, everything. I love. So this is happening. Then, Prabhukum Yella by birth all are equal. I treat everybody equally manner. Even below my age, I say Vanga Ponga. That is the thing I am using. So these are all things. And I thought that we are living for others. We are living for others. Means I am living for others, not for me. I thought this thing. So something I want to give for our society. Society in the sense including all kind of people, including animals. So I hope you all are doing before going to take food, even dinner or breakfast. So I have to give something in the morning, not at college, at my home every day. So we started like this. We are living for others, this thing. So that is a thing I am learning about self. Okay, so this is a simple thing because due to time I have to complete self. Next time, the guru. Actually, every object is depending upon some object. We know. So there is no innovation. Everything's existence. Everything's available here only. So everything depends upon some object only. So as a teacher, as a human being, for my students, I tell the same. Right now you are depending on me. At your home, you are depending on your parents. Your parents are depending on something. So you have to follow some group, some disciple. Anyway, whatever they are believing. That is, so I follow some guru, you follow everybody can follow some guru. So this is the thing. So I want to say this, I learned from this one. Next, family. Our self is strong means automatically everything, so we have to make it as a good way, then we feel very happy with our family members. Then we can understand, because I am strengthening my self, then automatically I can understand the feeling of our family members. Once I understand the feeling of my family members, automatically it come out from family to society. That is the hierarchy way. So this is the thing, so I am following. So right now, so for only one example I have to read it. So whenever how I am strengthening myself, I believe in myself means whenever I go outside, for example, if I am going to some other place, I use my vehicle means I love my car first. I love my roadways, highways. I say I thank or I love Tamil Nadu government here in Tamil Nadu because they are giving such a wonderful opportunity. Here, for example, in our college, I say whenever I come into my cabin, 1 minute I will take. I thank our SRMIST. I thank our Chancellor hierarchy, Vice Chancellor, Registrar COE, Dean Sir, Chairperson, Associate, my head of the department, President head of the department, my former head of the departments, 2 are available here, 2 are present here. My former head of the department and my dear colleagues, including all departments, and my dear students and my dear cabinets. That day I feel very happy. This is simple affirmation. Likewise, depends upon your situation. We have to do it means automatically we feel everybody is good. That is the thing. Everybody is good. If they are, suppose unfortunately if they are mistake means they are making unfortunate mistake means I think that due to the situation they are making mistake, not original that mistake. If you are thinking like means then how I can feel somewhat negative? Not at all possible. So this is the way. So I love everybody. I love everything. I truly love this time.